we can do position 39. Let's see. Same colors. So everybody can observe my mess. This is great. We'll get to see all 3 games. Haven't started yet. Follow my mess, observe my mess. These are all great commands. Here we go. My mess versus Amicus UK. Amicus also just joined Endgame Club. Possibly a little bit of an unfair fight. Well, in fact, my mess has had a chance to try this on Saturday. There's the King G1, and we're off and going. So Amicus is playing King G7, though. That's terrific. Well, actually, of course, so Amicus was watching on Saturday morning. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So we have possible Q and knight trades. Meanwhile, white has A, B pawn advantage. 2 versus 1. Black has passed D pawn. And Elton, if Concord is busy, I'll definitely try 28 with you after the tournament. Okay, so we got a few observers here. We got, looks like everybody watching the game. And they've traded queens. Okay, so we still have the same pawn situation. There goes the kings. This looks good. So we got a central king coming. Maybe not to d3, knight check, or maybe we'll go ahead and, right. Knight check would have been king takes d4 pawn. So let's just battle. Okay, so with the queens off, king position becomes critical. Also, knight position, I guess. It's a real dogfight. Sure who I would bet on either. Knight b4 check looks good at the moment, but it just kind of popped up there. There it goes. Well, of course, then white has knight takes a5, so. This is interesting. If knight takes a5, king b4 would win a pawn, but black's king and knight would be in terrible position. Knight goes to c6 or something, king b3, king d4, and white's stuff is actually better. So a b pawn, d pawn trade right now. And maybe white would have a better king, right? Got knight c3 check. Looks very reasonable. F5 check is possible. Both players have a little time to think here. One of the nice things. Okay, I think not the best for black. White walks away with better king and knight position. But it's tricky. There goes the knight. I would say king e4. Just keep it central. That's going to lose a pawn. I'm not sure. I think I would definitely go ahead and do knight e1 check and knight g2. Okay. White's got one pawn coming here. Either f7 or g6. And then he'll have 3-on-2. Possibly right now. He could play knight d5, knight e7. That'll protect the g6 pawn. And give him time to bring the king back. Okay, that's not happening. Knight f8 works, but that was time consuming. Now we got king f4 and king g5, and he's going to win all the pawns. So, or push is not going to work either. King e4, king f5 should do the trick. It's hard to do this stuff quickly, though. And now knight f4, knight h3, knight takes h3 would actually protect that g5 pawn temporarily. I would play knight f7, though, if he's not going to do that. And then if he comes back, king a5 just wins the game. Pretty much. So, of course, this is all blitz, so it's one of those things where ideally you want to have some preparation going into the game on how you want to play every position from Endgame Club that you're not seeing them for the first time. Oops. But anyway, good illustration of having one king out of play there on b2 and how expensive that can be. So this is a good lesson. Actually, just what Cherysheevsky's introduction was, chapter 2, which is chapter 1 is just a couple pages. So right at the beginning of the book, centralization of the king. So this is a story where if you did trade queens, then king position becomes real important, and you can kind of see somewhere in here we started out queen trade. That's reasonable. Black should get that king right in there as quickly as possible. This is fine. I think if I were white, I would have played king c4 here. I wonder if the computer can back me up on that. Anyway, there's an analysis right here. But oh, so there's a fork on the table. So Stockfish is liking. Nope, there it goes, king c4. Okay, that proves I was right. No. Computers are not always right on this stuff, by the way. Anyway, nice game. Good illustration at the end there of the importance of good activity. So you have only a king and a knight on the whole board here, and you can see after this trade at least just what I was afraid of. I'm looking at it from the white point of view. I'm not rooting for Amicus or anything. So my mass has got into a great situation. He's actually got the king boxed out, kind of opposition there. And he's got a much better knight. So he's got a better king and a better knight. And that's the beginning of the end. I'm not sure. Maybe black could have saved it from there, but I think it'd be very hard. Thanks for coming. I'll do better next time. Well, no, thanks for coming, and you do great. Yes. So we're going to have a little discussion here at the Endgame Club on some top secret Endgame Club exciting stuff. So thanks for watching the video, and